All right. So I'm on a scale of 1 to 5 on connectedness. I'm at 5 right now. And what an amazing journey. And I think this is one of those very few things I've done for myself selfishly in the last 1 year. And I'm so glad that I did it. And the theme of this entire workshop, who am I, it just fits in so perfectly with my journey. And I think what I really loved is how much all of us gave ourselves the space and also each other the space to sort of just be an experience and also go with the flow. It's very difficult to have notions, have preconceived notions, especially having done a lot of theater workshops with you before in a different format. I definitely came in with a lot of my own notions of what will work, what won't work. But as someone wise says, it always works in the end. So yes, it did. And I just love you so much, Jaya. I mean, the kind of intuitiveness, the kind of love, the kind of energy, the kind of patience, the, the spirit that you bring to this group, you sort of make us all, at least I can speak for myself, you've made me a better person. You've made me a more creative, more expressive, and more feeling person that I'm proud of. I always used to sort of shy away from my emotions because I was told I'm too emotional. But now I actually like that now. So, and you have a huge role to play in that. So thank you. I also want to thank this entire group. I mean, such amazing people. I can't believe I've met 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of you for the first time. 4 of you for the first time in this workshop, which is amazing. I already feel so connected to all of you, and thank you so much for this space and for all the love. Thank you.
So I'm right now very connected. I'm at complete 5, and I've thoroughly enjoyed my experience here in these workshops. There's something. So I had a dream of be doing something related to theater because I haven't done ever something like that for the last 3.5 years, and I was always afraid that if I join those workshops, I'll have a site work one of those weekends and I will not be able to attend it. So it happened only one of those weekends. Uh, I was able to be part of it for 3 of those weekends. Uh, I think, firstly, Jaya, uh, your workshops are brilliant, amazing, and the way you conduct it, it creates so much of safe space. Uh, it also gives a lot of freedom to think on your own and express on your own. Your voice is very spiritual, so that is so uh, I've enjoyed the experience a lot, and I would really like to be part of it again, uh, sooner. So that is for you about the group. uh, i I always felt that most of the people in the group have already done these workshops, so I'm going to be the odd one out. But it did not feel like that most of the times, actually all the time. And each of you, you're brilliant. Your performances, they have touched me, and uh, the way you have expressed, I think I especially like to mention Bhavna, because you have been juggling between so many things right now, and the way you have brought that performance, it had so many shades. Bringing a character who is struggling is really difficult, and you have brought your body movement, your expression, and everything. So that performance has touched me a lot. Uh, and I think interacting with each one of you has been most comfortable. Uh, right now, I was working with Shivani, and I just felt that मेरे तो दिमाग में सब हौच पौच हो रखा है. And she told me कि yeah, you're fine, you're doing well, it's coming out well. So it helped me to take a deep breath and perform. And that is the same that has happened. Yesterday, Prerna helped me a lot. So it has been a lot of learning, lot of help from each one of you, Piyush, Manan. So yeah, I've enjoyed this experience. Time has really flown. I thought 4 weeks is going to be a long time, but it's now I'm feeling that it was not. It was a short time actually. So thank you everyone for a wonderful experience.
I just want to start with saying thank you is probably very small to all and each one of you. Piyush, Manan, Shivani, Prerna, Tushar, Bhavna. It's this whole workshop. I believe it's the more the every the weekend, the way it has started and where it has gone. I think there is such a huge reason of that is all of you and the way we have done things. I'm really so proud of um, this workshop that I've been there with all these unique individuals who are so great. So thank you for that. And the reason I'm saying it is it has allowed me to do things with an ease, and that that has always been the thing which Jaya does, and I believe that we also uniquely uh, went in the same direction and did things amazingly that I really love so much. So thank you, all of you. And Jaya, you are just, how I started and where we are heading. Um, I would take Tushar's word about that you have that the spiritual power sort of thing, or I mean, with an ease, irrespective of what's been happening and where we have been and whatnot, and there's so many things. And once we're in here, you help all of us to bring out our best with such an ease. So thank you for doing that.
Okay, so this is the end of this workshop, and I'm already looking forward to the next one. Whenever it happens, count me in for that. I'll surely be there if I can make it. Um, it's a lovely, lovely space, Jaya. I think I say this every now and then, and not just to you, but to everyone I talk about my theater journey, that it is you who pretty much got me started and hooked onto theater. So immense gratitude for that. And so I jump upon every opportunity to associate with you every which way it's possible. And when the lockdown had begun, I was kind of disappointed that, okay, my theater journey has kind of come to a pause. But the last workshop that I did, and this one and the next one that I'll do, keep me, glued in and glued in with theater. My aspiration has always been to bring theater to my life and also my life to theater. And I think with you, both of these aspirations get fulfilled every time. I think it's just brilliant the way you hold the space and you accommodate everyone, and you so dynamically adapt the context every single day, and everyone feels included and everyone feels connected. I think it's a great, great, great job that you do, and it I mean, I kind of feel that I was confused, and I literally signed up the last moment because I knew that I would be missing the third weekend. And I still did because I just couldn't imagine not this workshop happening in Feb and me not being there. So I thought, why not? Let me just jump on and we'll see how it goes. And I think you inspire that confidence. It's something about starting where we are, individually and in the collective. And I think that's not an easy trick to pull off. And I think for you, it comes very naturally, very spontaneously. This is This is who you are as a person. Um, the flavor of this particular workshop was very different from the other workshops that we have done, and it seems just right that it ended up in this manner. And again, it again goes back to who you are as a person and how creative you are. Um, I think good writing can really touch and move so much within us, and before we realize, we are already a different person. This particular monologue, I had started with some very dramatic thoughts on this, and now I'm totally hooked onto it. I just can't take my eyes off it. I think it's a brilliant piece of writing, and I didn't quite know what I would do, but Bhavna's performance really moved me so much that I just had to do this, and I think that's the power of good writing. So hats off to you, Jaya. And in fact, voice is something that I've really connected to. And I remember when I had done your very first workshop in November 2019, and you had done an exercise with us where you had told us to connect to our voice as if it's a person. Really moved me so much. I think my whole relationship with my voice shifted to another plane since then, and I have been very consciously cultivating that as something that I want to work upon more and more. And um, a lot of a lot of gratitude to you for that too. And I think the space, your spaces always give a lot of new friends, and I got a few more friends, and I hope to be in touch. And especially Prerna, I want to kind of say that Prerna's performance, um, the last one, the most recent one, was absolutely amazing. I was so touched, Prerna. It was brilliant. I mean it from the bottom of my heart. You were very good. You were very, very good. Thank you.
I don't know what to say. I'm already missing. Because this is such a beautiful part of my work, my weekend for the last 1 month. I'm already waiting for the next one. And I've made such wonderful friends, and this place is such a safe place. Very creative, very individual, yet there is a team always there to cheer you up, to help you. No competition, yet everybody improves with every performance. Uh, each one of you, like I've met a few of you and made some new friends, and it's also wonderful. This is such a beautiful place. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. And I'm five most of the time, sometimes more than five on the scale of 1 to 5. Thank you. Can't wait for the next workshop.
This far into the testimonial, most people won't be watching. But if you are, and you out and you're thinking about joining this workshop, then you definitely should. Okay, because it's not just a workshop; it's more of a journey into self-discovery, and and it's an experience. It's getting to know yourself, and if it is not clear to you by now, the theme of this workshop was "Who am I?" And I think "Who am I" has been pretty much in every workshop very subtly. It's never not there. I remember even with the next logical step, there was this whole scene on "Who am I?" that to this day I feel that I need to do again to do it better. But you know, it's strange. This workshop is not your conventional workshop where you will be taught ABC. There's a curriculum. I mean, yes, I'm sure there's a curriculum, but and you have shared it with us often, but it's not very linear. you know like whenever I come to this workshop, I learn different things that somehow seem very out of place sometimes, and sometimes I just don't learn anything. I uh, you know uh, and Jaya provides that space to be there, and just be there. You don't have to do anything if you don't want to. um, and one of the most interesting things about the workshop I noticed for me personally was that uh, if you're in this workshop, you've got art. Okay. And art is very much like coronavirus. It mutates. It takes different shapes and forms. So when I go out of here, I don't know, like it doesn't have like initially it used to be like, I would pick up this one monologue that Jaya would prepare, and I would just go to town with it. Uh, and but I don't know. I think that is the nature of art now. Rather, it has been the nature of art always, where it shape shifts. So now somehow it goes into my other artwork, and it seeps into my daily life. And I don't know. I definitely think Jaya has made my life so much better, and I couldn't agree more with Bhavna on this. I mean, if time travelers had to change my life, the point they should choose is when I went to Jaya's first workshop. Like it could make or break my life, like quite literally. So that's this workshop.
Okay, that's hard to follow up to everyone. In fact, I had a I had a really good. I was going through a really hard time. I still am, and it's pretty obvious. I'm like not even hiding it. So this space is awesome that everyone's just lets you be. I know a bunch of you, and I met some new people. I'm really glad we all brought all of ourselves to the space with whatever we had to offer wherever we are in life. Um, and it's not easy to do that. So thank you, everyone, for that. And thank you, Jaya, for hosting this. Um, if I had my way, I would want you to never take a break and keep hosting it every weekend, forever and ever more. And yeah, I'm really glad I joined this and could participate uh, the best to my ability. Um, yeah, I think it's a beautiful space, especially now. I think even more so. I don't know. I mean, yeah, this is just like a rather strange time to cope with COVID, but just like a rather strange time I'm going through personally. So I'm just really grateful to have had this space with everyone to share and do something which brings joy to my life. So thank you for that.
Thank you so much, everyone, for all the kind things that you said. I'm normally not present in these end of workshop testimonial videos, but I made an exception this time because I felt like I have a testimonial to share. And that is about this group because we have gone through exceptionally hard times with, as Shivani mentioned, with COVID, and as a lot of you mentioned, things have been happening. Uh, these are strange times that we live in. Everyone's been under a lot of stress. We haven't had our conventional outlets for creativity, for theater, for socializing. And I didn't realize how different this particular workshop would turn out to be, especially since we've done 2 online workshops in the past within this COVID period. I was kind of, like Bhavna was talking about preconceived ideas about, when you enter, you assume things will go a certain way. I also had preconceived ideas, and I thought, this workshop would be similar to the last two. But one thing I found was that just like in the in-person groups, the vibe of the space is always created by the group and the participants who are present. And one thing that I noticed from the very beginning was that this is a group that needs a bit of chill time, needs a bit of chill space. And I love that every single person present here has been honest and present and vulnerable in such beautiful ways from day one. And whether that is in a personal perspective, like Shivani just shared about going through hard times, Piyush shared about having days when he just didn't want to do anything. Bhavna shared about being in and out a little bit. Tushar shared about worrying that his work would take him away on a weekend and allow him to not participate, and so forth. And what I loved is that this group so beautifully was willing to just be present with each other. And there was never a sense of, discomfort at changed plans, or discomfort at, oh, this person isn't acting in a predictable way, or, there was none of that expectation, none of the weight of judgment, none of the weight of conformity. And that is something that I love the most about this space, is that everyone has the freedom to be themselves. And I love about this group that I saw this in action practiced. It gives me so much joy to see everyone practicing being themselves. Whether that is, as Manan mentioned before, about the journey from having very dramatic first thoughts about a certain monologue to, journeying to love it. And that arc was beautiful. I loved on day one when Manan said, "This is terrible writing." It was delightful. It was delightful because for me, as both the writer of that monologue and the curator of this space, it was beautiful to receive that level of respect where someone can tell you honestly how a piece of text has resonated with them. And I think that probably set the tone for honesty in a lot of ways for this workshop, in that I think moments like that really give you the confidence that, yes, I am welcome here. All my opinions are welcome here. And of course, I am glad that you did grow to love it by the end. But even if you hadn't, it would still be exactly as beautiful as it is. And so, yeah, I just wanted to say thank you to all of you who have shared your true selves. Thank you to all of you for just being willing to be yourself, because that is really what I believe is the greatest gift that we can give to each other and to ourselves. It's just being ourselves, because there is no me except me in this world. And yeah, so the theme of who am I, which we explored a lot in a lot of different ways, in a lot of different activities, not subtly in this workshop. I think it has just blessed me. It has made me feel really honored. I am so honored to be able to witness your true selves. And I think that really warranted my presence in this testimonial video, because this workshop isn't about me. It's about all the people who participate in this workshop. It's about bringing your true authentic selves and allowing each other to engage with it and grow with it. And I'm very thankful, because I also go away from these workshops a changed person. So grateful to be able to absorb parts of all of you. And at a level of connectedness, scale of 1 to 5, I'm at a 5. Very, very grateful for all of your participation, all of your involvement in this workshop and in my life over the past month. And I'm looking forward to the next workshop. Love you all. And if anyone, like Piyush said, if anyone is still watching this testimonial video at this point, I'm just going to say, just join the next workshop already, because clearly you have the patience. So.
We can all vouch for that, I guess. I think that should be like in the beginning. We should cut it out and be all like, "Ye workshop join karo."
Vote
And
for
if you watched it so far, then please also hit the like button and subscribe button.
I don't post stuff.
Manan said it.
If I posted more often, I would like encourage people to like and subscribe, but I will only be setting them up for disappointment.
Like,
Yeah.
एक ही मिनट में like करने के लिए.
Yeah, but do join the workshop and be part of this video next time. Okay, I will stop recording now.